In 2008, California passed Proposition 8, a state constitutional amendment that officially defined marriage between a man and a woman. But Californians have changed their minds since then, and this recent do-over has reignited the national debate, forcing the Supreme Court to join the fight over gay marriage at a time when public opinion is rapidly shifting in its favor. KU sophomore Adam Lauer came out going into his senior year of high school, and he finds nothing unnatural about his desire to marry.
People say that gay marriage is unnatural, and this is because it's unusual, it's abnormal. And I look and I see people out there playing mandolin, I see people that can write with their left and right hand, people that fly planes, and all these are unusual things that people do. But they're still normal, they're still moral.
However, same-sex marriage is still not allowed in 40 states, despite 53% of the country being in favor of its legalization. Those who are against gay marriage often turn to religion, using the Bible's definition of marriage as an act exclusively for a man and a woman. Father John Schmiedler from St. John's the Evangelist Catholic Church in Lawrence explains why gay marriage is not allowed within Catholicism.
And what's not permissible is the sexual act. There's nothing wrong with being homosexual. The problem, and it's kind of like being heterosexual, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the act outside of marriage of the sexual act that is where the problem comes in, because then you're not respecting the human body as God has intended it to be.
Despite the arguments that stem from the Bible, conservative Catholic Matt Moore, a senior at KU, says his opposition to redefining marriage is a secular-based opinion.
I am not anti-gay. I am pro marriage as it has been throughout the history of mankind. The activists for gay marriage argue that marriage should be defined as two people who love each other, who are engaged in a sexual relationship, who want the same rights as a married person. Well, with that postmodern moral relativism, if the definition of marriage is two people living together and having a sexual loving relationship, how dare us, how intolerant of us to say that this 46-year-old man can't marry this 14-year-old boy. I can't marry a minor. I can't marry my dog. Marriage isn't a right. It's something that is afforded to you. What right do you or I have to say it stops at gay marriage? What if I love 3 or 4 girls? If I love all of them equally, well, if it's your right to marry, if it's your right to marry your same-sex partner, well, it's my right to marry whomever I want.
Moore said he believes the inability for gay couples to wed surpasses religious arguments, but it does, however, cause multiple legal inconveniences for gay couples.
A bigger issue for the church to begin to push is how do we give relationships outside of marriage the respect that it's due with our government? How do we help them to get the rights that they deserve with regards to government funding?
Lawrence City Commissioner Hugh Carter explains how gay couples are negatively affected by being denied the chance to marry.
The real consequences, financial consequences, I think, are things like visitation rights when you're in the hospital. If you're committed to somebody and you love somebody, you're committed for life to that person. You're not able to visit them in the hospital. As far as inheritance go, they're not able to inherit or set them up as a beneficiary in their 401k.
KU freshman Connor Hampton, who describes himself as still in the closet but with the door open, empathizes with those who oppose gay marriage. Still, he is hopeful for its future legalization.
As we become more prevalent and we get like more integrated into society, I believe that that's when that transition will start even more. We've already had a lot of strides running just in regards to how they're treated and their rights and stuff. So I think it's only a matter of time. They have to build a respect for a relationship that they don't understand, and that's hard to do, which is why it's a process.
Reporting for KU, this is Soli Salgado.